I've finished the electrics. Everything's in, looking nice and neat, tidy. Got PTFE lined fuel lines to stop you getting the smell of fuel inside the car. Anytime I've ever run fuel lines in the car, it always stinks, particularly when the car gets hot. So everything's neat, tied out of the way, really easy to work on, easy to see everything. Obviously there's some safety stuff to go in here to get it to the point where I could race it, but this is now at a point which is fine for like a track day. So I've decided to sort of break it up and try and get it track day ready first as like the first stepping stone, and then get it race ready after, just to make things a bit more manageable. Braided brake lines running all the way through. Everything's connected up under here. Oh shit. I'm going to extend this plate right out to the edge of here, because your heel, or my heel, just tend to just catch on that edge, which is a bit annoying. So I'm going to bring that forward and then put some skateboard grip tape on there to sort that out. Other than that, the interior is basically done. Everything's working. I've got a couple of different screens on here which has all the information from the ECU, lap times, all that kind of stuff. And then this one's just a more basic one: temperature, oil pressure, RPM, that kind of stuff. Got a fuel tank, which is new regulation fitment with this special high bond tape, which is designed for fixing to fragile glass. Got my fluid pot reservoirs here, all my lines made up. This is clutch line, brake lines, so they just need I just need some brake pads and I can bleed that up, but for now we can fire it up and see what the exhaust sounds like. Just need some fuel. This is the only source of high octane motion lotion. Right, so got a little bit of an issue. When I shut off my isolator, the engine continues to run, which obviously can't happen, defeats the purpose of an isolator. And the way these are wired, that shouldn't be able to happen. So this has a switched live feed which goes to your ignition. So when you isolate this, it should cut the power which feeds the PDM, which I've just checked, and it does. So this wire is the switch live, which should turn this on. The issue is this is on just with power to this. So for some reason the switch live isn't turning this on or off, it's continuously on. So need to figure out what's going on with that. It's going to be, you know, probably a wiring thing somewhere. Hopefully that's an easy fix. But everything else is working as it should. So yeah, it's a good bit of progress. Doors shut nice. It's actually surprising bit of weight in that still, even though it's all stripped out. They're quite thick-skinned, a bit like myself. Gotta be thick-skinned if you're going to be putting stuff on YouTube. So now it's got the exhaust on it, you hear a lot more of the engine rattles and noise from like the drop gears. So I was kind of like a bit concerned at one point, but then I remembered from being around some minis that you do get that noise, but obviously when it had no exhaust on it, it was drowned out by the sound of the exhaust. So that's all good. Just getting this one ready for Thruxton on Wednesday, doing a track day, and just show you what I've got set up in here. So the last time I drove this, it was a little bit aggressive with the power delivery when you would come off of throttle and then back onto throttle. So I have been in touch with Steve, and all I had to do was plug the laptop in, set it to log, drive up the road, send that over to Steve, and then he basically sent me back a couple of different options to try, and made some adjustments, and now the power delivery is much more linear, which I think is going to translate to a faster lap, but we'll find out on Wednesday. You can see now I've got tyre pressure information on here as well. So I've got pressure on the left, temperature, pressure on the right, temperature on the left. Now I can have all this displayed on the dash while I'm driving. You know, it means I don't need to be rushing back into the pits and trying to take the temperatures, take the pressure of the tyre while it's still hot. I can just, you know, monitor it as I'm going round. You've just got this little receiver box down here. Your 4 sensors in the tyres, obviously. That transmits straight to the PDM. So this is my page that has all the engine information on it. So it's got speed, RPM, fuel level at the top, all my tyre information, lambda, battery voltage, air intake temp, throttle position, boost, water temp, oil pressure. That's pretty much everything I'm ever going to need on that. And then if I press this button down here, and then this is just my more simple screen with just RPM, and then I've got my lap time and stuff here. So yeah, just doing some final checks over. Before I do a track day, I just stick the car on the ramp, check all the bolts underneath, have a good look round, check nothing's come loose. You know, just the basic stuff, check the brakes, fluids, levels, all that kind of stuff. But overall this car's been really good. This generally doesn't rattle itself loose or anything like that. Shouldn't say that, should I? Touch wood. Where's some wood? Here's some wood. Yeah, so Thruxton Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a video of that. I've got some stuff in the pipeline which should make that video a bit more interesting, make the footage look a bit more interesting. So I'll hopefully have that video up by the end of the week. The raffle is going well. Still loads of tickets left though if you want to try and win yourself this and a TIG lesson here at Urchfab and accommodation as well. This is an AC/DC TIG, so you can come and I'll teach you to do some aluminium welding, stainless steel, mild steel, whatever you want to do really, and then you can take that home with you. These raffles are a way that I actually keep this channel going. It is increasingly difficult to make YouTube pay. If you follow YouTube at all, you'd probably be aware that a lot of people are dropping off because of how difficult it is, not just to get views but to actually make any money out of what you're doing. So if you want to support the channel, grab yourself a raffle ticket. You can scan this code or check out the link in the description. It's pretty straightforward, easy to do. And if you're not within travelling distance, I'll post it to you, no problem at all. We can do the lesson online, which is something I'm looking at setting up at the moment, because I know there's a lot of people that would like to come and do a course but are just too far away. So I'm just looking at setting up a way that I could do one-to-one classes online with people. So yeah, a bit of track action coming up. This thing is getting there slowly. I'll just keep plugging away. I'm just trying to get it track day ready, get out, test it, get used to the car, and then I can from there look at getting it ready to race and all the rest of it. So hopefully won't be too much longer. That's gonna be it for this one. Cheers for watching. See you on the next one.